Hey, beautiful people of the Most High God. All praises to the Most High. We're going to talk about people that play the victim. You people need to be very, very careful of people who play the victim. Those ones who always want to tell you what people did to them. They always telling you what other people did to them, and they'll never tell you what they did to somebody. They always got a problem, but they're never the bad guy in the story. Never. They never did anything. It's always a person. Every time they come to tell you something, it's about somebody else. You people better be careful of these people, because playing the victim comes in more than many ways. There's the people who play the victim to get other people to side with them. And let me show you a tactic them people do when they play the victim. They go around to get other people to side with them. They'll tell everybody their version of the story, his version, to make themselves look like the victim, even if they were the villain, even if they were wrong. These are people who don't take accountability for their wrongdoings. They don't take accountability for their actions. And more times they are wrong for what they did. So they need an entourage. They need a group of people to be on their side. So they think that they're the victim. So they want to hear, they want people to hear their voice first. They want to get to people first to tell them their story. So when they hear your side, they already coincide with them people because they heard it first, even if it's a lie. But here's the thing. The one who's telling the truth doesn't need an entourage, doesn't need a whole bunch of people to tell the problem to, or to get them to side with them, because they're even alone walking in their truth. They know what happened, you know what happened, so they don't got to go around spreading it to everybody, because they know the truth. You know the truth. They know what happened. So you're never really going to hear the person who's telling the truth going about doing the slander, going about getting an entourage, going about to get people to run with them and run with their cause. No, you only get the people who are playing the victim do that because they want to seem like they're right, even when they're wrong. And another type of people who play the victim, this is not the ones who, like, this is a different type. This is the proud people, the arrogant people who play the victim, the ones who want to win at all costs. So they manipulate people, they gaslight people, they say, they wrest people's words, they build false narratives around people. Those are and the arrogant and the proud, they don't want to admit they're wrong at all. They don't care what they got to do to try to silence someone, to try to hurt somebody, just to make themselves seem right. Those are another set of people who play the victim, but they do it in a more wicked way. They want to win at all costs. They want to blackball people. They want to, even if they know they're wrong, even if they know they're wrong, they just don't like to admit to people they're wrong. So they play the victim and they spread rumors on that person. They lie on that person. They get a whole bunch of people to come up against that person because they don't want to admit they're wrong. Prideful people and arrogant people don't want to admit they're wrong, even when they're wrong. So they'll still fight you and play the victim. They'll have everybody around thinking that you're a monster, you're a venomous person, when they were playing a victim, putting out a false narrative. You get me? That's people who don't want to admit they're wrong. They don't care who they hurt. They just don't want to admit they're wrong. They lied about something and they don't want anybody to know that they lied. And they're prideful. They don't want to admit that they're wrong because in their eyes, they could do no wrong. They don't like to take accountability. Those are people who have a hard time apologizing because they think that they're perfect, that they don't make no wrongs, that they don't make no mistakes. So those are other people you got to be careful of too. The prideful people, because they play the victim. They never did anything wrong yet. It's always somebody. And just like the other people who play the victim, oh, this person did something to me. They do the same thing because they're both slandering and defaming someone's character. They both specialize in character assassination, narcissism, gaslighting, psychological warfare, manipulation, emotional manipulation, because that's all they do. They play on people's psyche, they play on people's emotions, and they try to gaslight you. Yeah, it's narcissism at its finest. But the thing about it is, they have their tactics. You got the passive one who wants everyone to fight for them and get on their team and on board with what they're doing. Then you got the prideful one who doesn't care if they're wrong. They just want to win. They just want to win. So they don't care how they destroy you. They don't care what they say about you. They don't care how far they take it. They just want to destroy you because in their eyes, they can't be wrong. And nobody else is going to look at them wrong. Not even you. You ain't going to tell nobody they're wrong. That's what they try to do. That's why they do all those things that they do, prideful people. So be careful of these type of people who play the victim because they're wicked. They don't take accountability for their wrongdoings. And they put other people in problems because, look, they're telling other people bad things about people, playing the victim. They have people fighting with people for no reason. They have people cursing people too. They have all kinds of things happening to innocent people because they're playing the victim and they don't want to take accountability where they're wrong. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, okay, I was wrong, let me move on. They don't do that. It's the worstest thing for a prideful person and an arrogant person to say, I'm sorry and I'm wrong. That is why they do all kind of manipulative things and try to get everybody to be on their side, even when they're wrong. It's the hardest thing for them to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Because according to them, they make no mistakes. Everybody's supposed to listen to them. Prideful people, proud people, because they think they're above people. They think they're better than people. They think that they're the leaders of every situation. They're control freaks. And they want to control the narrative. You understand? Even when they know they're wrong, they're still trying to build up that narrative around an innocent person because they don't want to say, yeah, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It's the hardest thing for them people. So be careful and stay away from people who play the victim, who are never wrong, who never did anything yet, who always come and telling you about their problems, but they're never the problem. It's always someone else. They always pointing the finger at someone else. Me, I don't even like those kind of people. Because me, I own it. If I do something, I own it. I don't pretend like I never did it. If I did something, I own it. I'm sorry. I confess it. I live in my truth. You only lie when you're afraid of somebody. I ain't afraid of nobody but God. So I don't got to lie to nobody. You get me? If you don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me. If you don't forgive me, you don't forgive me. I have God to forgive me. I'm not worried about you. But those people, them people, they're not like that. They can't admit for nothing that they're wrong. They don't want to admit that at all. You got to stay away from them people playing the victim. And woe is me, woe is me. Oh my goodness, these people did this to me. And they won't tell you how much a damn villain and vicious they are. I don't want to hear nobody like that. If you come to me with playing the victim more than 2-3 times, I already know. Red cardinal. So yeah, if you come playing the victim, I don't even trust you. I don't like people with the woe is me behavior, woe is me mentality. Because they're dangerous. They hurt innocent people and pretend like they're innocent. They just want someone to feel sorry for them. That's why they come like that. So nah, I don't talk to people who play the victim. I don't talk to people who's, woe is me, oh my gosh. These people know, because I know those people are troublemakers. It's a facade. I'm very independent and self-sufficient, and I can see right through them people quick. I don't play that game. It's a game, it's a manipulative game they're playing, like some psychological warfare, some emotional manipulation. I don't play that game with victim mentality, woe is me, poor poverty mindset people. I don't deal with those kind of people. And once I see they operate like that, I cut them off. A lot of females act like that. They get a whole lot of girls to beat up girls, jump girls, hate on other girls because they're playing the victim. You know how many girls got beat up for another woman playing the victim? Do you know how many men went to jail because of women playing the victim? Do you know how many people lost their lives because people playing the victim? I don't deal with those type of people. People who don't admit they're wrong, because they make people lose their life. They cause discord. They cause problem. They cause people to break up. They cause people to have all kind of issues. Them people who play the victim. Be careful of them. Stay blessed, beautiful people.